Hello and good morning everyone. Today we will discuss the object oriented programming concepts using Python. Okay. If you follow my channel, you will get to know that there are two playlists currently. One is object oriented programming using Java and another is Python playground. Okay, so this video is the part of Python programming where we will learn today the concept of classes and objects, implementation of object oriented programming. One by one we will learn all the concept of object oriented programming. So we'll start with a basic implementation of how class is created in Python. Okay, so like every programming language, class is created with the keyword class, and once you write the class you need to write the block of code of the class. So in Python, for writing a block of code we use this colon. If you remember Java, if you write class my class, then you put this parenthesis for, and whatever the content of the classes are there, you write inside this particular block. Okay, the class. Okay, but in Python what happens, there is no concept of curly braces. So for writing any block of code you need to write it with colon. Colon suggests that, indicates that this is a block of code is going to be started. So once you press enter, you need to like suppose I write x equal to 8. Okay, means this x is the attribute of my class, it is the member of my class. Okay, it is member of my class. Okay, member attribute of my class. Now यहाँ ध्यान देने वाली बात ये है, if you write it like this, means this x is independent variable, this is not the member of my class. Okay, so for writing the content which is inside the block of code, you will press a tab in the next line and then you will write. So if you write like this, so this x is the attribute of my class, and to access this attribute x you need to create object of this class. Okay, so we will create the object of the class, and we know the object of the class are created outside the class. Okay, so we'll come to the starting point. We will not write like this, because if you write here it means it is again going to the part of this class, so we have to write outside the class. So we'll come to the cursor at very beginning of the line. So here we will write obj equal to my class, obj equal to my class. So my class, you remember this class method name and the class name. Okay, these two are same. So if you remember, if a method has the same name as the class name, is known as constructor. So what is role of constructor? The role of constructor is to create object of the class and assign the values that we have seen in the object oriented programming principles. Okay, now what I will write, obj, now I will write print obj dot x. As you know, in every programming language, to access the object of the attributes of any class, we create objects, and with the help of object dot operator, that is membership operator, is used. So we will write obj dot x. Okay, and now we'll run and we'll see the output is given 8. Okay, and means that this x is, now if you try to access x independently, it will say the name x is not defined, because this x is the member of this class, and to access the member of the class you will need object. So we will write obj dot x, and if you run this program now, then you will get the output. Okay, so this was a simple class in Python where you create a class, you declare this colon with the block of code, you declared an attribute, and then you created the object with help of constructor, and constructor is assigned to this obj, and with help of obj and dot operator we access the attribute of the class. Okay, so now let's see how it is happening, basically how it is happening. To understand this, let's discuss this content. So what we had seen, the class name and method name was same. So once a class name and method name is same, then that method is known as constructor, because that method name is same as the class name. So what is role of constructor? A constructor is a method of the class that is automatically called whenever a new object of the class is created. जैसे ही कोई ऑब्जेक्ट बनना होता है constructor कॉल होता है, बिना constructor कॉल हुए ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं बन सकता. So a constructor is called whenever you are creating object. Okay. Now how constructor works? Constructor basically uses a method, predefined method, that is known as init. Okay. Constructor uses init method to initialize the values of the class. Okay. So init method क्या है? Init आप कह सकते हैं it is short form of initialization. Okay. So constructor creates object and initializes the values, and for initializing the value constructor uses the init method. Okay. So we'll see another example where we are going to use this init method, and this init method has a default parameter known as self. Okay. So what is role of this self we will see once we implement the program. So let's go and try to implement a program with init. Okay. So we come to this what is there, yeah. Okay. So we created a class, we are creating a class person, then started a block, and then we wrote def init. As you know that init is a method, and to use a method in Python you write a keyword def, and with help of method, since it is method, again it is going to be a colon that declares the block of code. Like here, if you write, for example, if you write in Java, you write void add, and then you inside the class you put this block again. So what we are doing the same thing. Inside this block we are creating a block of init, a method init, and here I am writing self dot name equal to name, and we are passing here name. Okay. What is name here? Name is the attribute of class person. Here name is attribute of class person. What is role of self? We'll see. As of now we have created a class person. Inside that we are using a method init. Init is used to initialize the name of the person. Okay. Now we will come to out of this method and we'll create a separate method. This separate method, we have created a user defined method here. Its name is show data. Okay. And inside show data we will give again self, and then we'll write a block of code for colon, and inside this what we will do, we will write a print statement to just display the name of person is, the name of person is self dot name. Okay. And after this we will come to the end of this class. Now here the class is created. This class has two methods, one is init and another is show data, and the class has an attribute called name, and it is used to initialize the name of the person. Now what we will do, we know that we have to create an object of this class. So we'll create object of this class, and we will give the name of the person, and then we will call the method p1 dot show p1 dot show underscore data. Okay. And then we'll try to execute this program. So we get the output is the name of the person is XYZ. Okay. Again we are creating another p2, another object person. In this I write the name is ABC, and then p2 dot show underscore data. Okay. Now we execute it and we'll say person is, name of person is XYZ and name of person is ABC. Now how it is happening? Now we see here we have got the self is provided as parameter, default parameter in init. Now अब ये काम कैसे हुआ? We created the object of this person class. Okay, we created the object of this person class. Okay, inside this person class we have given a parameter called xyz. So once you create the object of this class, you call the constructor. This constructor is going to use init. Okay, in Python, constructor uses init method to initialize the values of its attributes. So once you created this constructor, it is going to use init method, and inside this init method you have given self and the name attribute. Now self is the default attribute. What is role of self? Now this object p1 is provided to self. ये p1 किसको represent करेगा? Self को represent करेगा. So once you write, you can assume once this line is created, it is going to be init p1 name. Name is xyz. Here you will get, first of all you will get p1 and then name xyz. So what happens? p1 dot name equal to name, yani p1 dot name equal to xyz. So once you initialize it and then you call p1 dot show data. Here in p1 dot show data, what you have done? You have done self dot name. Okay, so p1 dot name, self is represented by p1. So here p1 dot name. So p1 dot name is xyz. You got the output xyz. And once you created a second object of the person ABC, so p2 equal to person ABC. Now again, once it is going here, it will be p2 and the value will be ABC. Again this constructor is called. This constructor is going to use init method, and init method has two parameters, self and name. Anyhow self is going to be default parameter, and the p2 dot name equal to ABC. And once you call p2 dot show data, again self, here it is p2, so print the name of the person is p2 dot name. So what is p2 dot name? That is ABC. So here we concluded that once p1 is used, self is representing p1, and once p2 is used, self is representing p2. Means self is the current object representation. You can say self is the pointer to the current object of the class. N number of classes will be created, self will be assigned to current object of the class. Like in Java there is a keyword called this. This keyword represents the current object of the class. Okay, so here self also represents the current object of the class. Okay, and with help of self we use to access the attribute of the classes or methods of the class. So once you created this person constructor, this constructor is going to create an object, and this object is assigned to p1, and then is p1 goes to self. Once you can p1 goes to self, and p1 dot name is assigned as xyz. So self is representing the current object. Once p1 is the object in the picture, self will be represented by p1. When p2 is object in the picture, self is going to represent p2. Okay, so remember this, to create a class you will create a class with class keyword, then you will start the class block with colon. You will give init method. Just remember there will be two underscores before init and after init. Okay, inside init you will give a default parameter name. Suppose this person has two attributes, name and age, so you will assign attributes here, and you will again write self dot, you will write here self dot age equal to age. Okay, and then you will change it accordingly. You will write age is again comma self dot age. Okay, and once you do this you have to change here also 23 and ABC comma 34. And once you did this, okay, some error is there. Let's see what error is there. Self dot name equal to name. Okay, sorry, here what you have to do, you have to do this. Okay, and once you executed this, some error is there, it is invalid syntax. Okay, this colon is remaining the block of the code. So once you executed it, you get the output. You get the output like this, where is this. Okay, so what you got to know what is role of self. Self is representing the current object in the memory. Okay, and to access the attributes of the objects inside the init method, you will use with self. Okay, so I hope with this you have idea of creating classes in Python, declaring objects and access the attributes and methods of the object. You write more programs and then you will get to know that how classes and objects are created in Python. Okay, see you very soon with the next lecture video. Till then, thank you so much. Take care.